Alright. We need to play the game, and we need to play the game because the game servers are going all over the place. And if we don't play the game, we're gonna get kicked out of it. Hello, everyone. Let's immediately answer, why are you so early? Because I have to end early today. And because I have to end early today, I need to start early today. That's my reason. Welcome to Broken Arrow, finally. I have been waiting to show you guys this game. I'll even show you guys this game. I showed you guys this game in single player demo before. I've been waiting to play this game with you. Again, and in this context for a really long time. Really like this game. That said, brace yourselves, because this is not a friendly introduction to it the way it's set up today. This is their open beta they just released. It should be everyone gets free access to it instantly right now, but they have temporarily paused that because they're having massive tech issues with the beta. Basically, if more than 4,000 people are logged in, people start getting randomly disconnected from the main login server and can't, queue. So obviously that's been a huge problem for them, because apparently 65,000 people signed up for their beta. So they're scrambling to try and fix that right now. As with all launches to higher player bases, there's always problems like that. So I'm probably gonna play this with other people too. Like, I tried playing this with like Isaac and Sammy and Cookie Momentary yesterday, but like we got like one game and then couldn't get another one. Also, none of them had really played before, so it was hard because there's like noob stompers in here from the beta as well, so it's tough. But it was a great match too. Oh yeah, it was fantastic. But I'm just gonna try to get a match on my own first here. Also to shake my own cobwebs off, because I played a bit of this before, but I also was just like, yeah, not ready for that match yesterday. Briefly, what is Broken Arrow? Broken Arrow is like inspiration from World in Conflict, but it's largely, you'll notice, most similar to Wargame. It's certainly not a clone, as someone said that. Certainly not a clone, in my opinion. But it is in that genre of modern milsim-y kind of RTS. It has a lot of interesting elements to it that are cool. One interesting element that it has is that it is set in a fantasy universe where Russia's army has endless T-14 armadas and Su-57s that work. So that's something to get used to, and one thing I'll just preface before we get into playing the game is that in this streamer's opinion, my experience of the game, right now what is available units-wise, Russia gets a lot of shit that the US doesn't, which is plain and simple. So they basically have there's a generous reason to explain that, apart from just, oh, they're biased. I actually don't think the devs are biased. I don't think they care about balance that much yet, though. Hopefully they eventually will. Because the Russians purportedly get, of the specializations their decks are made up of, they purportedly get, what is it? Make a new one. What do you call them? Yeah, they get their VDV, which still exists. Whoa! Hey, can we get a round of applause for that in the game's universe? Whoa! That's awesome. And they get the Guard Tank Brigade, which is apparently like all the best, most elite shit. However, the America gets the Marines. And that is really where the problems start, okay? If I get that. Yeah, thank you. I was a little bit late, so that wasn't that funny laugh track, so I'm gonna fire you later. And the Marines have a very, very, very outdated and bad set of equipment. It's not good. So there is quite a lot of, to me, things that the, oh my god, the frame rate on that is slow up in the top left. Anyway, there's quite a lot of problems in that sense. Anyway, if you want to use M16s and old AT4s against T14s and have a great time, the US is for you. I still enjoy them, and they're still very playable. There's just some problems. So you make decks in this the same way that those other ones are from the old beta. I can't use them anymore. But you make decks in this the same as Wargame. That there are big differences. Big difference in this game is that your units, well, there are multiple big differences, but one big difference is that your units are not gone forever when you lose them in multiplayer matches of this. They recycle back based on their unit cost, is how long it takes them to get back to you. Other differences is you can do different equipment options for Special Forces, Recon, and Vehicles. So you can do different loadouts for Special Forces. Normal infantry, you won't find you can do this a lot. But actually, that's not true, because here, the small team can go between Sroz and S'mores. Toad team can go between a Saber 2B top attack and a normal Toad 2A. You'll see where you can find it. You can put extra armor on a lot of shit. You can do protection systems. Like, we've got another 100 cost on this M1A2 Sep V3 just by putting TUS 2 armor and trophy upgrades on it. Active protection is in this game. This is a modern game, unlike Wargame. It's not Cold War. It's all, like, meant to be the latest shit. Which is why the Marines kind of suck dick. Because the Russian decks do tend to get all the latest shit. And we... Well, I mean, they gave us IARs at least, for now, I guess, before we had M16s. But, you know, if you want the coolest shit ever, Dragon Teams! Whoa! We get Dragon Teams, Marines! Whoa, remember the M47 Dragon? Whoa! Bet you want to use one of those to fight a modern IFV? Yes, you do. Well, you have to. Because the only place you'll find a Javelin in the units available to the US right now is in the Recon tab with Cavalry Scouts, and they only get 3 missiles. Why? Because go fuck yourself. That's why. If you want to complain and ask for Javelins, you might not be a real Marine. It's a problem with you, it's a skill issue. So... I mean, the Abrams we get are pretty good. We get F-35s. That's pretty good too, though the bombs they have are not as good as the bombs the Russian jets get. But they're pretty good. They're very stealthy. They're very, very stealthy. We get Vipers. Like, what's our cutting edge here in this deck? Vipers. It's really just the Abrams. We don't get a lot. And if you're looking at this, you might be like, oh yeah, that's pretty modern compared to Wargame. Okay, yeah, and it, yeah, in ways, but if I was to, you know, for example, go to a Russian deck, you know, you might enjoy the T-14M Armada. You might pick such wonderful IFVs for your infantry squads as the K-17 Boomerang, the T-15 Barbaros 57, yeah, with, full-on Kinzhal module, and they have active protection, of course. You might be like a hobbyist fan of war games that involve Russian and be like, Beagle, I've never heard of the T-15 Barbaros. Don't worry, neither had I. Neither have a lot of people. Dragon says, is this so far in the future? It's an alternate universe. Do you want to use the B-10 Kurganet? Would you like that? Perhaps you would. Now I think it's fine, and it's all fun and games, of course. I think it's fine. And in a fictional war game, Russia has this shit. I think it's just very unfortunate for balance that basically the way they've rolled this out, USNC versus CSAT, is that Russia basically gets everything that, you know, has ever been dreamed, and then we don't even get Javelins in our Marines deck. That's kind of the unfortunate thing, is that Russia has kind of been boosted up in what they have, and the US is kind of been taken down for whatever reason. And the median in the middle point there is not super great, I think, for balance. But I'm also kind of having a bit of fun with it. Like, the game is still fun. And I'd say the decks are closer in power than I'm, like, joking. But I do think that definitely, if anyone complains that the Russian deck has, like, weaknesses compared to the US deck, it's a skill issue. They're definitely coping. Raptors. We have HIMARS. Yes. That's actually the big thing we have. Yes, we have HIMARS. But all the other shit you're talking about isn't in these decks. It's in the game. We know it's in the game because of trailers. Absolutely, like, you can go and look at a trailer right now of this game and there's F-22s, but that's the US's, gonna be in the US's airborne decks. So right now, basically, Russia has an airborne deck, VDV, and they have an elite armored deck, which is why they get all this crazy shit that we don't. We do not get comparative things. We get US armored, so we get the Abrams, and then we get Marines, which is kind of like a jack of all trades, but not super hot. collection of things. And that's why our shit kind of sucks. But we do get HIMARS. As someone said, where's the HIMARS? Yes, we do get HIMARS. Where is it? Am I blind? Yeah, there it is. We do get HIMARS. It is good. Though if you use the cruise missiles on them, which are really, really cool, the ATACMS or PRSM, you do have to keep in mind that it can be shot down like cruise missiles in this game by enemy big AA like Bucks and stuff. Kamala says Seb V3 of Trophy goes into M60A1s as a joke. Yeah, because guess who brings the M60A1s? The Marines. That's the Marine deck shit. Kamala says they didn't even have any M60s left in storage by the time Seb V3 in his servers. Oh yes, I've heard. I've heard it all. But, you know, there's literally no way that anyone will hear your cries, Camelef, nor mine. I still find the game fun, but I'm gonna actually get into the game and play it first. Can I get a US lobby? I can't get that one. Yeah. Oh no, don't tell me I disconnected after all that. No, I'm good. Kinesis says, why is it always Russian developers making these fanfic games where things like T14 exist? I actually don't think, and I can be completely wrong, my gut is I don't think the devs of this are actually biased. I think they just don't really care about balance enough yet. All throughout their betas, whenever they've made comments, their through lines have been like, we're focusing on tech issues, focusing on tech issues, focusing on tech issues, and to be fair, they have a lot of tech issues to worry about. But I do reckon, generously also, that shit from the US was restricted to make, make it seem fairer. I think maybe it was a bit of an overcorrection, but I think that's why, like, the Marines don't even have javelins. Because I think they had them before, and they were, like, removed intentionally. So I wouldn't say this is like, oh, like, this is like, they're Russian devs and they're biased. I don't feel that personally. I just think they really don't super care about balance that much yet. And I think they should, because I kind of get their approach, but, betas aren't betas really anymore. They haven't been for a very long time. Betas now are like first impressions of your game to the world. And I know a lot of people are going to get pissed off by the impression of playing this, especially if they play US. No, I don't want to be... No, I don't have a Russian deck. No, no, no. I wish people would put the faction in the title. Okay, this is a random lobby? On gods? Gamers. I don't really want to be on a team of gamers, but okay, I'll make it work. May we launch? I don't know what happened to the last match, honestly. Just, like, kicked me out. Just joining. Any impression before the stream? You just missed him, unfortunately. What's going on down there? Is the host kicking that person? What's going on? So many people. Wow, there's a lot. That's why it's so hard to join a lobby right now. There's so many people trying to join these lobbies. Yeah, I agree, Generic. I agree. Like, I think it's ideally great if you do some fantasy to make the Russian equipment here have peer stuff to the US stuff. That's fine. I think it's just like the both. I think it's just how they then also saddle us with the Marines deck. Which, is an excuse I've seen trotted out, but it's also like, but then why did you? Why did you give us the Marines deck? However, the game is still fun, so we don't have to talk about that forever. It's just something I wanted to, like, make really clear before we started playing, because it will come up. It will become really obvious as we play. Like, yeah, it's still pretty competitive, Blue Lightning, in my experience of it. It's not like the game is, like, impossible as US. It's just like there's some things that if you think about it will annoy you. Frontiers. Okay. Now, this part of their game is, like, meant to be like yeah, you do like a planning section, you like draw. I don't think it's very useful because in its current implementation they didn't even show you the objectives on the map, which I believe are here, 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 and here now. So it's kind of just like a screen that people use to like draw dicks on the map. Though probably our lovely host or one of the people with these profile pictures are veterans of the Ever Beta. they are using it the plan here, to be fair, in a really weird way that you could do in-game chat, which is they're saying, get planes out for the start. Now, I'm going to be really useless to my team and Rusty, but I can at least do that. So we're going to start out with a Hornet, an F-35, and a Harrier. What do I want to do this match? I kind of want to try out the Patriots. I kind of want to get infantry holding points. I'm going to have to fix up my lag, I think, too. This game can be very overwhelming, especially for me. But I don't really know what I want to do yet. Maybe just like try and send... I don't really have any money left because I spent them all on the planes. Probably cancel the F-35. I can't cancel, I don't think. Probably just gonna wait until my... I'm probably just gonna like full commit to the air war and then just wait till after. Camilla says F-35 uses data link from the Hornet to lob 8 AIM 120s without even turning on its own radar. Air game over. Yeah, I'm sorry, Camilla, if it doesn't... It doesn't work out like that in this. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you. Bit laggy by the look of it. Not sure if that's my problem or... Oh, we gotta go low too. I guess it's like War Thunder, because I see the vets are going low. Oh, it's a US versus US mirror match here. Okay, so you can see them doing a... Where the fuck is my Hornet? Put the afterburner on. You can see them doing a C-130, they're trying to power drop, so we're gonna shoot the fuck out of that. They're also doing like a helo rush. We're trying to shoot down this Hornet, which we're having a lot of trouble finishing off. I mean, sorry, that F-35. I don't want to go too far into like getting fucked by there. Oh! Fuck me. That's annoying. So my Hornet, I know what happened there. My Hornet was trying to like circle around stupidly to shoot down these Super Cobras, and they just fired off like their pylon sidewinders at them, I think. Dumb. It's very annoying when that happens. Genesis, oh wow, there's a game to this game. From Isaac Stream, I thought it was all menus. No. This game hopefully isn't gonna do its performance bugs that it does, where things can just like stall out and desync too. Because I want to actually be useful now. So now that Hornet will be back later, but it's not here right now. I see a fair bit of air power from them. What do we have, and what can I provide? We've airdropped some shit. I don't see anyone getting, like, the AA, and I see a lot of fucking air coming in, so I'm gonna get some Patriots out. And I'm gonna, like, try and provide some AA, essentially. Okay, let's just turn on those radars, and because I feel like I'm gonna be in range of this constant air bashing that's going on.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
Now it looks like it's fucking off, so we'll keep moving. Oh wow, it's desynced immediately. Oh dear. Oh dear, this match is like instantly desynced. So I can't say, I don't think I meant to say like what I experienced during the other betas because of NDA, because it was a closed beta. This game seems overwhelming. It is very overwhelming. Unfortunately, I know this bug. So I won't talk about my past experiences, I'll just talk about my experiences and knowledge now, which is, this is a desync bug, where you know the match is desync because when you call in units, you get double of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is unfortunate, you know, not just that I have double the units I meant to, but it's also unfortunate because it means the game is desynced already. Which is why I think I was seeing Vipers die early already. I wonder if I can leave and join a new lobby. Because I don't want to like play 40 minutes of a game that's already desynced. Oh shit, can you see that? I also wonder if Patriots still kill themselves so often. Let's see. Hello. Yeah, see how it's not taking damage? Desync. What happens in desync games? Shit like that. That will probably die in like a second. or like, you know, 30 seconds or a minute, and as the match goes on, it'll take longer and longer for anything to die.
Recon vehicle.
However, there's another bug I'm worried about where...
Next waypoint received.
what am I trying to say? Where if you leave a match in progress, you can't join a new one until that match is over.
Here, we're combat ready.
Jonas says, using Pac-2s as a leading the charge in your anti-airnet is a bold strategy. I admire your dedication, sir. Well, it's really just kind of how it goes in this game, because Stingers don't stop these jets. Well, but I have gone too far, though. There's, like, no one in front of me.
Anti-aircraft standing by.
Here, bring in some... Bring in this game as drop-in support? No, it does not. That is not correct.
The higher they fly, the further they fall.
How am I gonna set this up? Like this? I have so fucking many.
Air defense ready for action.
I have so many Patriots.
Moving out.
Just get them set up in a weird fucking formation. God damn, look at all this shit.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Air defense here. Anti-aircraft here.
Here, put your radars on. Give me some supplies.
Good copy. Next waypoint received.
But yeah, someone said this game seems very overwhelming. It is incredibly overwhelming, and that's something I don't think was also, again, the wisest thing they could have done. They took out the SP scenario that was available in previous betas for this one, I think because they just want to focus on, purely on testing, stress testing their MP servers, right? Which is fine, but then it's just that thing of, it's fine if, like, all you care about is, like, technically testing your beta, sure. But that's not, you know, the impacts it's gonna have on the game, is this is people's first impression of your game, and a lot of people are gonna play this and never come back, which I think is sad, because I think this game is actually really good. But, you know, even now, it doesn't really look it. You know, especially if desync it immediately. But I think their development approach is they're very much like, you know, well, it's a beta, you know, we're here to test things. We're sorry, you know, if it's not working super good right now, or we're sorry, you know, if it's overwhelming, but, you know, we'll worry about that later. And I think it's, personally, it's the kind of thing I think you have to focus on a lot earlier when you're at this point, because this is the first impression you'll never get back to people of your game. Camelot says, big fan of Warner's refined unit automation, does a lot to alleviate managing large battlefields. Agreed completely, yes. And you guys, if you've been here a while, know I've always said, always said that that kind of shit is core. Absolutely core. To having, like, a good modern RTS, I think. Like, I think you have to be so passionate about wanting to provide that kind of... Really... What are you doing? Get out of here. I think you have to be so passionate to want to provide that kind of, like, smooth user experience to a player. Yeah, as Jana says, balance UX def best done early, tutorialization wait though, yeah. And I think, I actually like a lot of what I've played of this game already, but that is one thing that I don't like, is... Fuck you, HIMARS. Is that kind of being a thing that's, like, not a priority yet. Because I think it's the kind of thing that's, like, also very easy to just put off forever. And you do have to have it. Okay, I'm just gonna set up supply dumps for my ridiculously large number of Patriots. Like, I think, you know, balance, whatever, it has to be decent, I think, this from the start. But I think that user experience really needs to be prioritized immediately. And I think this game has a lot of cool new mechanics in a modern wargaming sense, but it does not care a ton about the user experience to me, and that does suck. Like, one thing that I was kind of shocked they weren't really interested in doing, it seems, is, like, formations. Like, there's no formations for your units at all. So if you, like, grab... I really like this game, but this stream is just, like, me bashing it, apparently. But, you know, fair is fair. Like, if you grab a bunch of units and move them, they'll just all go to the place. They won't, like, match each other's speed even, which I think is the most basic thing for modern RTS. They won't, like... You can't, like, tell them to go on line, to go on wedge, or anything like that. Which I think is crazy that that's, like, not a thing you're interested in providing. Also, remind me next game to, like, not bother trying to be the support Patriot player, because I just realized it's gonna be boring for you guys. Once I get all the supply dumps set up here, I'll just, oh my god. Once I get all the supply dumps set up, I'll buy some other units. Oh, that's one of our teammates left, though. So maybe we'll just leave and try to get a new one. Yeah, as Kenala says, as we learned with Phantom Brigade, UI and UX are very important. They can ruin your whole game. Yeah, I mean, your UX is literally where the buck stops. Like, if you don't have good UX, that's it. They probably left because we've lost every point. So I'm quite happy for the Reds to take this point. Like, open mid, as they say, because this game is desynced as shit. And then we get to play a new one, so I'm just going to open mid. They can take it if they want. John Doe says, the one thing which benefits Broken Arrow is that in single-player the balance is less of a concern. It's curious to me that there's not so much a focus on single-player in this beta. Yeah, they want to test their servers, I think, but I agree completely. I think their MP is, like, very overwhelming and potentially super frustrating to people. I'm playing it because I managed to get through, like, the skill cliff of it last time and got used to it. But it could still be very hit or miss. Like with this match, you would sometimes get matches like this match, where it's just like, okay, just go to the next one. Yeah, I agree that in the state the game's currently in, like, forcing, especially 5v5 multiplayer, does not serve a good image for their game.
Not 10 fucking minutes! Moving to rendezvous.
But that said, I'm just gonna wait till they roll through this. You can't really chat, right? It's... it's again that thing where I feel like, all I'm doing is, like, pointing out the bad things about the game. But, I mean, you know, at the same time, it's what's appearing in front of my eyes as I'm a player right now. So, yeah, the chat's terrible. For some reason, they have, like, this box you have to, like, click up your hit enter, and then you have to, like, click here, and then I don't think people, like, even ever see it. Probably Patriots? Yeah, it is a decent bug.
Ready for action.
You think the multiplayer design is... Yeah, it's better than it used to be, I can say that much. What am I doing? I'm just sitting here.
Fast landing assistance. What can I do for you?
I'm just gonna deliver a bunch of supplies and ospreys. Supplies are not done in a, like... Supplies are not done in a manner of... Can I just double tap and then B?
Mission's over. We RTB.
Supplies are not done in a wargame way where you drive a supply vehicle up and then resupply. Supplies are done in a way where you bring a transport in that dumps supplies. Are there possible hotkeys in this game? Yeah, there's hotkeys. Not for everything, but possible. Yeah, I think... I agree, John Doe. I think Warner made some really good changes that I love. Oh shit.
DZ coordinates received.
Absolutely. Go Pivads! Pivads, destroy the Lev! ATMs! Why is that working? Why the fuck is that working? That should not be working. Fucking stupid. That's like a very wargame genre thing of like autocannons rule the game.
Osprey is mission.
Hey, unload your supplies, bro.
The higher they fly, the further they fall.
Yeah, you know what beats fucking Lav ATMs? Vulcans. But yeah, I think it's really cool that Warner did that. I just don't really want to play Warner because it's Cold War, and I'm just so sick of fucking Cold War. That's why this game is my thing, because I love that it's modern, and you get to play with all the modern shit. Like, we're gonna Viper all over this M1A2. What's hitting me? That's a SHORAD. Get out of there! Get the fuck out of there!
Flight plan up.
Okay, I'll just go, you hate with Cold War. Just old and busted. It's as simple as that. I don't hate it. Like, I've played tons of it. I played Operation Flashpoint religiously. I played Wargame. It's just old and busted. It's the same reason I want to play World War II games. I just want to play modern shit. I like modern shit. I don't want to play with M60s and fucking nothing but A10s and F4 Phantoms and like MiG-21s. I want to play modern shit. Yeah, you can see the desync strong. Guess he says, first thing I managed to catch after many, many years of viewing, only because my head is boo-booed. Oh, Gatsy! Sorry you're not feeling great. Don't worry, I'm about to take this. But yeah, the point I was trying to say, just because shit will always be interrupting my train of thought in this game. The point I was trying to say is, yeah, I love how Warno does automation. I love how Warno does, like, you know, you can do, like, ROEs. You can be like, okay, when this happens, you can basically program your units in a basic way of, like, okay, if this happens, do this. Like, if you take fire, retreat into cover. That kind of shit I think is awesome, and I wish every RTS did more of that. This game doesn't do that. This is, like... There's a lot of cool features in it, but the closest I'd say that this does is it has, like, auto-deploying flares and auto-deploying... I think you can maybe set your smoke to auto-deploy on units if they're hit. Maybe, maybe not. But, it doesn't do any of that shit. It's one of those classic kind of RTS games which is, like, do everything yourself. Which is why it can be so overwhelming. I don't know why devs are just, like, so against it. Like, is it hard to do, or... I think in this game it might just be like they don't think it's a priority, but it does suck. Or like just something they disagree with. Hey, Nikki, thank you.
Donation from Nikki.edge. Early stream bonus.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I've seen players, I can talk about players at least. I know I've seen players when it's poured up. By the way, I hate the RTS game community, from what I've experienced talking to players about games, perhaps like this. But I know that when players get into the discussions of those kinds of features, I very often see players be like just completely, like, Luddites. I don't know why. Like, completely change resistant. Like, I've had conversations about, you know, games like this perhaps, where I might say something like, you know, that kind of automation is good and makes the game better, and then you'll just get players be like, no, why don't you just get the game to play itself for you, and like all this shit. I'm like, okay. And I'll tell you what I am burned out on, is I'm very burned out on talking to RTS game fans about games like this. It is always like one of the most toxic experiences of my life. It's kind of like fucking what people think MOBAs are, is what talking about these kinds of games to their supposed fans are to me. I hate it. It's terrible. Make sure to go and kill this down pilot. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. It's not about having a lower skill ceiling, it's about having a lower skill floor. Exactly. And I think the skill floor games like this are always way too high. Thank goodness. And nobody wins that. Carlos Nexus Beagle, why does it feel like I've seen this game before? Because I did a single-player demo of it before. Okay, now we've got the reconnect bug. So now this is their bug with the game right now, which is where if there are over 4,000 players playing at once, it does this thing where all you can really do is wait until you can reconnect to the login server. Now yesterday, me and my friends tried to play this, and we got one match in of it, and then, cycle my music. And then what happened was we just couldn't get reconnected again. If I can't get reconnected again today at all, then we're just going to play War Thunder. Or something else. But I'm hoping, because hopefully there's less people playing it today, hoping that we won't be stuck out forever. But we'll see how we go. John Doe says, I think if any sort of small insulated community gets to a point where they're comfortable with the state of things as they are, and they get extremely aggressive to having any new blood or mechanics in these games. I'm a hardcore RTS fanatic, but even I understand that we need to make these games more accessible, thus we want this entire genre to die out. Yeah, I mean, I've played RTS games since I was a kid. You know, Command & Conquer in 95. You know, I even, you know, for a time got into, like, the Brood War and then StarCraft 2, like, competitive kind of mindset. But I've always loved games that automated more. Because I've never been the kind of person who's, like... I've never been the kind of, like... There we are, I think we're back in. I've never been the kind of, like, racehorse... in the RTS sense, who, like, loves APMing. I don't like APMing. I like the interesting decisions that come from strategy games. But I don't like find worth in having the fastest fingers to control everything at once. You know what I mean? I played a lot of RTS games over my life, and my least favorite aspect of every single one of them is when you have to like click on the minimap and like zoom your camera around to two different fronts or two or more multiple different fronts at once at the same time to keep everything running. That is my least favorite thing ever in any RTS game. I always dislike that. Why do these lobbies keep just closing? Maybe they're trying to like get in with their friends. But you know, you can go private, I think. Anyway. And what I've always found the most interesting is the strategic decisions that you get to make. Strategic and tactical decisions, and also like the micro moments as well. But not like micro in two fronts at once. And that's why, as I've talked about before on the stream, my favorite RTSs always became what briefly during the 2000s were starting to be deemed as RTTs, real-time tactics games. And I think my favorite multiplayer one of all time is Dawn of War 2. Because that Company of Heroes style, I think, is great for playing games like this. You still have shit to do, but, you know, it's kept pretty sane. Barley says, I like SubCom because there's, like, no micro, really. It's, you can, like, zoom out and watch both fronts at once. Yeah, I like SubCom, but it doesn't really have the flavor to me because it lacks micro. Yeah, I agree. I like SubCom, but it very much is, like, a set-up your macro kind of game. And that's cool, and I like that more than a lot of RTSs, but I don't really fuck with it in the same way. I grew up playing Command & Conquer games, and a lot of my RTS time was spent alone, playing single-player skirmish against the AI in games like Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge, Tiberian Sun, you like those ones, 0 Hour. And what I found really interesting with those was just playing against the AI, building up my cool base, and then using all the very interesting and different unique units in combination to do cool things. Like, as a child, I still could have, you know, set up just a complete macro advantage against the AI, skirmish AI, which isn't, you know, going to push you that hard, and just, you know, spam them with tanks. But I never played Command & Conquer that way. I always played, this is what I always did, is I would defend my base so that I couldn't get taken out, and then I would just, like, build the transport helicopter with 5 transport slots. I'd put 5, like, of the elite special infantries, different types in there, and I would go to the enemy bases and start picking them apart of that. Like, the Chrono Legionnaire freezes the Tesla coil, so the Navy SEAL can go in and blow up the power generator, that kind of shit. And that's what I did all the time. And so I think that's probably a large part of why I'm that kind of RTS player. I want to do the micro, and I don't want to like be doing a billion things at once, because that takes away from the micro. And my least satisfying experience in these games is when I'm busy with a front, I go to another front, and I come back and everything's dead. And it's like, oh, well, you know, I wasn't even here, so I guess that sucks for me. You know what I mean? Baltis, where is my spawn? So we've got Patriots there. I want to get infantry in quickly this time, I think. What do I want? We want, like... You don't really have a lot... I wish the map time was just, like, this time, because you don't really have a lot of time, I find, to, like, get my fucking combination I want in order. Here, we'll go like this. We'll go like this a few times. Toes, Stingers, and Marines. 2 sets of Toes, Stingers, and Marines. And then we're going to bring in a Hornet behind to try and, like, air cover, but it's not going to be much. But yeah, I think, like, even that is just, like, a very clear point of what I'm talking about, is they don't really care about UX yet, they don't care about user experience yet, they care about fixing tech stuff. Like, you know, that map is just not useful, yet I feel like a minute is spent looking at that map, yet I feel, like, rushed to get my unit build order ready. Why both, you know? Like, we'll just let me get out of the map and just get my units ready, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's get you in the building immediately. Let's get you in the... building immediately. Fuck, where I want you. I want you here.
Solid copy. We unload here.
No, fuck. Just stick together. I want you here.
Easy inside. Prepare to unload.
I don't see any enemy shit coming in. Just see the buildings and find details of the map are beautiful. Oh, I love their maps. I think their maps are cool. They lack, like, elevation in a lot of ways, like micro elevation, but that's understandable. It's not the scale this game is at.
New course set.
Okay, it is a Russian match here.
Turning hot.
I'll try to get some sidewinders involved. That's what we want. We want the SU-30.
Yellow jacket standing by. Line of coordinates.
Like, AMRAAM's away. I'm probably just gonna pull off now. Because I'm gonna, yep, start getting hit by their AA. And now I gotta look at
Yellow Jacket.
what's going on here. Fucking get out of here!
Leaping heap here.
So I'm bringing in my Harrier, which doesn't even have Afterburner, but I'm just trying to, like, get this SU-30, basically. Or get the Frogfoot there.
Engaging bandit.
This just has a couple of AMRAAMs. I'm gonna fire them off and then just go home, go back to base. Bring in an F-35. I'm gonna rely on my other player here, Hanover, to handle AA net with the Patriots. Thank you. Okay.
Joint strike fighter at your command, sir.
What do we got here? I see an Mi-35.
Airstrike is go for effect.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop bombs there.
Paint target.
We're gonna self-laser designate with the F-35's lasers. And we're gonna take out that helicopter. What do we got coming in? That was really nice timing because we get those fuckers underneath it too. So that's actually really nice timing for me.
Leading his frag. Changing course.
So we got a Tor, a Barbaros, and a Boomerang. I want to get the APC because it's bringing troops, I reckon. Would make sense.
Going for effect.
Let's get the laser on it. Laser, laser, laser.
Back to home plate.
Yeah, we took it out. Okay, what do I want here to back all this up? Probably some vehicles in the back. Or maybe just more infantry. Why don't we get like a SEP in here? Get one of my big tanks in here. And I want to get in some supply APCs. And probably like a Lav AD. I want to also get all my infantry separate. Because they're not doing any favors all being together. And this is what I mean. Like, I should have done this like 5 minutes ago, but like I'm busy. Brain-wise, I'm busy, you know? I think I'd like to get a couple of AAVs up here. Maybe an AAV and a Humvee. A couple of Humvees. And a couple of AAVs, so I can like move these people around. Because I want to get them over to this building right now, but like it's going to be tough to get them there. Here, let's get you, Stinger team, over here. Why is my Harrier still on the field?
Time to bug out.
What are you doing? Get the fuck out of there.
Landing assistance team, what can I do for you? All ass!
Can I get a tow team here? Yeah, but not very good. What I want to do, I think, is put like a tow team here.
US Marine!
And then also like these Marines to screen over here.
Check it out.
Get fucked, Su-57. Oh, it's firing cruise missiles? What the fuck is it doing? Shoot that fucking thing down. Oh, it got seeded. It got seeded. It's firing seed missiles. Unfortunate. Okay, actually what I should be doing to these guys, I just realized, is blocking down this street. Here, come here.
That building!
Don't do that. Don't do that at all.
Anti-tank unit here, sir.
You... Don't go to that, because everyone knows that building. Come back to here.
Stinger team ready.
Alright.
Moving out.
We're gonna stick some supplies here.
Waypoint.
And back you off.
Already there.
Some supplies
Moving there now.
here.
Everybody
And
out.
back you off. We're bringing an Osprey
Good copy. Next waypoint
with
received.
more supplies. These fuckers are just gonna sit there, so we'll keep bombing them. Especially that Mi-35.
Flight plan updated.
Oh, they're hitting my shit. Don't do that.
Coordinates received. Commencing attack.
So it's about 4K is the laser des range. And if the helicopter isn't moving, you can do this very reliably. 4K, laser on, bombs lobbed. Fuck off. My Hornet still ain't back. We need to shoot at these felons so they're not getting away with this, this crap.
Anti-aircraft here.
Fortunately, I think the Patriots keep getting hit, but I appreciate my teammate, like, fighting the fight there, keeping the Patriots up.
Relocating.
Okay, our tows are firing off. Unfortunately, we got fuckers coming in. I'm gonna need Marine Raiders, I reckon. Ow, fuck, I forgot to queue you up. Where's that, Abrams? Where the fuck is that Abrams?
Armored transport ready. Hoorah!
Come here.
Someone call for a cab?
Come here.
Roger. We're on the move.
Come be ready to evac them. Where is that damn Abrams I ordered? Did it get blown up?
Osprey at your command.
No, there it is. It's right there. You have to move them. They're getting artillery now.
Moving to shooting position. Heavy cab ready to rumble.
Alright.
What's a Marine? Always a Marine.
I don't really want to push up because infantry out of buildings are just like fucking useless. So I'm just gonna bring an F-35 in to do more bombing, I think. There's a supply
It's a new heading.
dump there. I'm gonna JSOW that.
Rolling on the target
And
area.
hit you.
Coming around now.
Hang on, no, wait.
Solid copy. Air support mission inbound. Go engage. Target position marked.
Whoa, what are you doing? Go home, go home! Fucking go home! So we blow up 2 supply dumps there. We also JSOW onto the T, whatever it was. Ah, get the fuck out of there!
Hard deck level.
Hopefully they're gonna be fine. There's a fucking airdrop BMD in our backline. What the shit is this? Okay.
Heavy cavalry ready for
I want my Tonkla. Read the deal ship, but that's okay. I can just put it back into the trees.
Roger, flying there.
Need some recon. Get me a couple of recon jeeps, yeah? Maybe even, here's a crazy idea, maybe even some recon on a helicopter too, or recon on a lav. HIMARS is going off.
Target.
Alright, we're just gonna get the F-35 out of there, I have no target.
Joint
Oh,
strike
had no
fighter.
target, never mind.
Command, sir.
The fuck is that? Oh, they've given up. I see. I see they've given up.
Roger that. Strike area confirmed.
Plays that. No, don't pull off over the fucking enemy's front line. Fucking peel off the other way, you fucking pilot. Why did we train you? Where's that Abrams? Get the Abrams over here. Toe's still firing off. And I don't really have a lot of units here. Like, but already I feel kind of a bit overwhelmed. I wouldn't want to have to worry about more than this shit, you know?
AT specialist.
Well, if they start dying, it won't be a problem. I'm gonna put you back in the building they can see better. I'm just gonna stop this shit. They're doing like a big push of crap. So I want my AAVs to come up and shell the fuck out of them with grenade launchers. And Tonka here will just kind of like be ready to do other shit. You can see him there, yeah? Yeah. So once you're done with that, you can back off. We have AA there. And my buddy here, is this, what's their name? Harlan? Hanover. I think it's Hanover here. They're doing a good job holding all that shit back. Oh, thanks, Pepper. Hello. Is there any help over here? I feel like I could send over these AAVs to, like, do a little bit of help over here. Where's recon? Here's recon. Let's go hold fire on that. Then we have the lav with the force recon as well. I kind of want to push that through here, I reckon. Little drones they're trying to bring in. Fuck that off. I'm going to put a recon jeep over here. See ya, GG. Yeah, they definitely need help over here. They're pushing that building, but hopefully... I mean, those Marines are dead, but I can assist here before those combat engineers get into the building. Fuck you, motherfuckers! So we got enemy tanks coming in there. So I want to make sure my tank is in position. What the handle this crap.
Lab here. We're combat ready.
And I also want to get you over here, Lav. Get artillery, so move those AAVs off. Ah, the Marines live, look at that. This game released, yeah, it's in open beta right now. Now, I would go for that if the enemy's air defense was suppressed appropriately, but it isn't. I do need to destroy these supply dumps, though, because they're going to be using them.
Transport, engage in combat. Kerosene and noise converter.
So what we want to do is we want to put in some bombs, just on either one, to get those supply dumps exploded. Supply dumps are very volatile in this. Very, very volatile. I got more targets there, I can see. Ah, they're fucked. They're fine. This isn't, though. We need to kill this. Today, bro. Not gonna be able to get laser. Oh, I can get laser through the forest. Perfect. Nope, but I lost it because of the building. Should be reasonably on target. Yeah, it's not bad. The JSOW doesn't one-shot tanks, but it does cripple them. I want to bring my Abrams over. I'm needed here. Whoa, what the fuck just hit me? I think artillery. Hang on, that's bad. It's like Big Tube already is hitting me. That Abrams took a huge hit from that. Just stay in our building. We're gonna get the Force Recon out here and start reconning up this hill. And, I mean, at this point, probably just, like, get some more tanks ready to assist here. Oh, they're pushing a lot of infantry through here. Did I ever order those Marine Raiders? I never did. Let's order 4 units of Marine... No, that's too many. 2 units of Marine Raiders to push back against all this shit and kind of help hold. And another one of, like, the really nice tanks, I reckon. And some more mobile AA. I'm gonna hold you guys here for a second. After we're done resupplying the Abrams, I'll bring you back over to here. Forcon's out of the lab. Let's get him coming this way. I wish I could tell you to just, like, guard follow the Forcon, but I can't. More supply dumps, keep blowing them up whenever we see them. Gotta get this JSOW dead on. Then a couple of that, and one of these. And we queue up the return to base right after, and we queue up a go low right after as well. Stop moving! Stop moving! Alright, so we blow up their supply dumps. We take fire, but stealth and ECM and afterburners makes us not that likely to be fucked for it. We're gonna wait till I get money for another F-35, so we can bomb this shit. What facing has it got? It's facing towards us, so we don't want to engage it with the Force Recon and AT-4s. No, don't shoot! Don't shoot! Mark team, get out of there. Tully's holding down here, so what I'm gonna do is come here and just start pushing this tank up here to hold on the right. Servers are working again. On and off. On and off working. You are gonna come here. F-35. We want the JSOW going right there. And then we want the little Stormbreakers going right there. Hello, fucko. I don't know if that worked right. I don't think it did. I think you just got everything. Yeah, the BMD just got everything. Sometimes you can, like, split the munitions. I think when they're too far away, though, it, like, doesn't care. I was like, oh, fuck that. Now, hopefully there's no infantry along here. This tank's coming down the street. You must be out of ammo on you. Yeah, shit. You need to get rearmed. We lose our recon jeep, sadly, but we can always buy another one. like a pretty big push over here. Bring the F-35. We have our Abrams engaging from here. That is a lot of bullshit. Holy fuck. JSOW for you. Stormbreaker for you, and for you.
Treetop level, roger.
Oh god, that's a lot of fucking AA. Holy shit. No! Outrun it! Fuck me. Oh, Forcon got hit by something. I don't see what. Let's focus on my ground game. Assistance is required here. I'm gonna hold you here, actually, I've decided. We're gonna hold right here. Just wait till they get me more recon on what's going down. Now, points-wise, we're holding 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's complete neutral. That is usually the neutral point that I find gets taken. Technically this is 2, but we're holding it pretty decent, I reckon.
Swift, silent, deadly.
Here, push up along here, I want to see more.
Target location.
Patriots from my ally are taking out the Frogfoot, hopefully before it gets any missiles off at us. Destroyed. Goodbye, Frogfoot. Goodbye forever. Something was just comical about the way, like, the framiness was making that look. Now, the Step's in a nice position there. I'm gonna pull it back. You never want to sit in the same position because you get bombed that way. Have you done seen insane players, or is everyone playing logically? Oh no, there's like plenty of fun. Oh shit! Bring in a Viper. It's like plenty of fun like that going on. Hilo and Paradrop Rush are the main ways you see it. Is PvP? Yes, it is.
Rolling on the target.
Can't see him. Fuck.
Coming around now.
There they are.
Laser on target.
Fortunately, I lose the lav, but I do take out the target. So we protect that Patriot there, which is good. I need to bring in some people to cover that. I think. You be careful with that. Ah! Already taking fire! Fuck! Go low! Just go home. You're not needed anymore, and you are so vulnerable. Oh, meanwhile, what the fuck is this? Artillery right there. Oh, and that Patriot got spotted. So it's already taken out. I don't need that covered anymore. I will still bring in some people to cover it, just because, like, it's a flank, may as well.
Approaching the drop zone.
It's a lucky Viper. It was.
Forcon, standing by.
See a push in the center. So I gotta do what I can to support this push. Actually, I want to get rid of that already, though, I think.
Bearing set.
What I want is I want the F-35 to go over here.
Roger, flying there.
And I want to see if this person is someone who doesn't actually, like, run their artillery away.
Commencing attack.
Might get away with this.
Airstrike is go for effect. Half of the earth.
Let's see. Burner's gonna have to go off in a second. This is probably, like, too risky. Oh, my burner needs to go on and off. Again, we want to move our shit around because you're just going to get bombed if you sit in the same place forever.
Roger, moving out.
Probably time to go get resupplied.
Rolling.
I think this strike has just failed because I had the burner on too early, so just send that F-35 back.
M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready.
And yeah, like I'm saying, you gotta move as soon as you fire, you gotta move again, which is something I don't like. I wish you could, like, I don't know. I just wish it wasn't the way it is, but it is, like, micro-intensive in that sense of, like, you need to... I'm gonna fucking seed that, I reckon. you need to be ready to move pretty much instantly after you fired, or else a good player is just going to bomb the shit out of you. I'm going to go deep here. No, they're moving, never mind. So they're repositioning. Their shit. Hang on. Hit this. Ah! We can fire and throw something. Yeah, it's just because of the nature of the game. Sorry, I was busy. But, it's just the nature of the game that artillery and jet bombardments are king. So you just need to be ready to move. Like, as soon as you're detected, or you're just gonna get fucked. These Marine Raiders haven't been doing anything, which I guess is good. Oh, shit. Which I guess is good, but also they're kind of wasting their potential right now. Whatever that arty is, though, it's fucking my Abrams. It's just destroying it. What is that? Obliterating the poor thing. Jeez, it might have recon closer than I think. Don't know. One thing helicopters are useful for is patrolling the back line.
Mission is over. Return to base. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Someone after a ride?
There might be recon hiding in our rear.
Hit the gas, driver.
Let's bring you back to here. Yeah, I know. I'm an artillery in my deck though, so I don't do that. I don't do artillery. I don't do counter battery. Sorry.
Anti-tank here.
This tow team's been having a good life. They've fired all 8 missiles again, so put them back.
Heavy cav is on the field.
We got smoke.
Back out.
We got a Cornet team. Cornetto.
Driving to coordinates. Proceeding as
Who are they in there? I think. So we're gonna bomb this fucking annoying thing. And then also some over here, because I think that's where the Cornet team was. Grabbing some resupply from our allies' dump. Oh god. Run. Run. Their artillery in the supply dump. Run! F-35 keeps getting away with it. We love it. They are moving. So I'll just go for this Kurganets instead, I reckon. I never moved you up.
Get your gear, we're moving out.
Oh shit. You guys are fucked.
Armed and ready. Airstrike is go for effect.
Lost visual, so it's not gonna be very accurate. Oh!
Laser pod on target.
Gotcha! Hornet, because here comes a felon.
Turning to new heading.
Burner on straight away.
Going hot.
I don't think I'll get there before the felon's withdrawn, but you never know. Oh no, it's going deep. What the fuck? You're so dead. Why did you do that? Went deep. Miss micro, maybe it definitely happened to the planes. Just throw behind. Where's my Lav ADs? Bring a Lav AD over here so if a helicopter does come, you're ready, I think. Though it is nice to have you here. But I also have the Stinger teams for that, so just come over here. Probably bring one of the AAVs over here too. I'm gonna bring in a Viper to do a patrol on my backline, just in case there's like recon or something going on. Though at this point I kind of doubt it.
Copy. Search and destroy. Copy. Looking for target.
But you know, we'll just check.
Flyby attack initiated. Flying.
Stay low. There's like a weird Wake Island map. It's like a port area. Port Peninsula, yeah. So I'm holding this, like, together the two of us are holding this pretty strong, but like we need to actually take another one of these points. Now it looks like on the left, Gout Thumb here is doing a decent job of that. This is the point where I'm kind of concerned that if I split my focus, I might fuck up defending here, but I'm really not doing that much, honestly. I'd say my teammate is doing a lot, and I think we blunted a lot of their, like, morale to push this point. So, I think what we probably want to do is help over here more. There's an Armada over here. How interesting. Let's start bombing the shit out of it. So we're gonna see what the AA is like over here. Hopefully this isn't our first F-35 loss.
Roger that. Strike three confirmed.
That Armada is just sitting pretty. So we're gonna come in, bomb the fuck out of it.
Back to home plate.
Lasers. Bombs away. Good drop. The JSOW won't one-shot it, but it will be like half health. Or abouts now, I think. Which is good. I don't want to spend all my money at once because I want to float wreck like this so I can bring in stuff like the F-35s.
Going hot.
What do we got? What else we got? AA wasn't too harsh over here. I took like one launch. If I can like suppress their artillery and shit, that'll be great. Wait, are those JSOWs? Yeah. The cluster munitions are JSOWs. Oh! Somebody just finished that motherfucker off. There we go. See, that's MRLRS. It's stopped already, so it's probably already on the move. But we can still go kind of like saturate its area. Oh no, it's still there! Get fucked, you fucking thing. Absolutely get fucked, you fucking thing.
Marking target. Looking for targets of opportunity.
Check for a wreck after. F-35 gets away clean there. I didn't see a wreck. It might have actually got out of there. Usually, like Wargame, I think you see wrecks if it died, but they might have changed that. But I don't think we got it. I think that just got away. Kevin says, is that the joint standoff weapon being dropped at close range? It is. The F-35s, all the bombers used to have longer glide bombing. They used to have like 4K of it. All the ranges in this are compressed. For gameplay purposes. They used to have longer, but basically F-35s were unstoppable. Russian jets with the cabs are kind of annoying too. So they just kind of like brought the glide bombing ranges down just to make them like less unfuckable. Because the F-35s were doing an excellent job of standing off. Too much, really, and they decided to just like nerf it basically.
Copy. Search and destroy.
Should we make it a GBU 2100 JDAM or something? Yeah, well. Sorry, Camel, if those little wings on the bomb there for nothing, I'm afraid. We got more shit to bomb over here. And I think this is fine. Like, I don't want to, like, commit units over here and split my focus that much. But probably just, like, start sending my, like... Start sending my
Roger, flying there.
F-35s over here now to try and, like, support and punch through here. I think they're dead, actually. I don't think I'm even needed. They're just, like, ATGM'd. Yeah, they're just toe-teamed.
Roger that. Search and destroy.
I don't want to send ground forces over there because that would split my focus too much, being committed like that, I feel.
Armored transport.
That said, I'm just going to send these Marine Raiders home because they've done nothing. So that's fine, I think. They're just, like, wasted wreck right now. That was kind of a mistake.
Attack initiated.
Economically, the entire time, they just have them sitting there, but... Technically, so is having this Abrams, but I think it's good to have the meat here in case shit goes wrong.
Bring us there in 10 seconds. Not 10
Can you name on the drop? Yes, you can. You seen the T-59 IFV has more armor than Abrams? Yeah. Seen lots of fun shit like that.
heavy cap ready to rumble.
Lots and lots of fun shit. When that one gets fucked, we can bring ours up to replace it. I think what we need over here actually is some recon, honestly. We need like a couple of recon jeeps,
Looking for targets.
a recon Bradley,
Already there.
and then some recon Forcon perhaps, or some recon snipers who can stealth up and kind of like figure out what's going on here. We need to spot targets and we need to kill them. Hello.
Relocating. Joint strike
Just give
plan.
that some
At your command,
bombs
sir.
and forget about it.
Stealth jet ready. Fencing out.
Oh god, that paladin is taking a beating.
Make way. Lab ready.
Oh, we're taking some real fire. Well, I mean, you did just fucking seed an AA piece. However, I think we got it. Maybe you can't see the Rex anymore. Nice, we got the objective. That's awesome. And now we just want to make sure that we keep this. I think they could have taken it the whole time. They were just, like, scared to make that last push. When you're in the buildings like this, you are the ones exposed.
Marines, at your orders, sir.
They're making a push through the forest. Good, I think my team's doing pretty good, honestly.
Anti-tank.
Oh, this fucking tow team is always out of ammo. Good for them, it means they're being very successful. Gonna have to replace them in a sec. That fucking artillery battery has just stayed in the same position forever. I want to kill it. Well, vaguely the same position.
Recon vehicle ready.
The snipers are really much less necessary over here now after that, honestly. In fact, that's just going to be a slugfight. Let's reroute. We have a better target, I think, than the artillery. Gonna take these shits out.
Going for a fat. Below the hard deck.
Big push coming, and I would bring in that Viper again if I could, but it just went back to base. Oh, the Marines! It's okay, we got a SROR team here. They're all gonna die, but the SROR's hopefully gonna do some business before they die. Armada's APSing, but the Marines are kind of like consuming its charges, I think, with the AT-4s, which is actually great. Good job. Destroy them! SROR team's out of ammo because they only get 4 shots. Need to bring the Abrams over. This is absolutely where I'd bring a Viper in, yeah. Though I think it might be too late, but just in case, we'll bring you in. You've got no ammo left, so get the fuck out of there. What the hell is going on with this toy? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not meant to happen.
Roger Wilson. Flight plan confirmed.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with that thing.
Establish a base of fire in that
I don't know, but those Marines are bravely holding that position.
Each one standing by.
We got our Abrams engaging now.
Maximum power.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get like a sight line, unfortunately, because of the forest. But if they do break through to the side here, I can't really go any further forward because of like because of the AA in the area. I don't know. What? Stop! What are you doing? What is going on? Unit Marines destroyed. Wow, they really stopped firing when the Marines died. That's insane. They really were killing the fucking Marines, it feels like.
Reconnaissance is good to go.
Bring that helicopter over here, because apparently we've got some fuckers in the woods.
Sweeping the area.
And then just go home again, I think, Viper. Let's bomb the shit out of all this. For one... Hello. Oh, I've got a fucking steam thing here. Go away, I'm trying to kill a K-52. This might get me killed, we'll see.
Joint strike fighter at your command, sir.
This is a bit greedy. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm already launching. Also, I didn't do it right. Yeah, that was too greedy. I was selecting the wrong one with the laser. I do that a lot, where I just can't fucking tell which was the one I ordered first. It's okay, the pilot's fine. We're just gonna get this Humvee to pick him up and take him home. You get a refund, basically, of your, of most of the cost, as if the plane hadn't been shot down if you get the pilot back out. So it's good to retrieve your pilots.
Bradley, ready for combat.
Let's hold fire on all of these.
We're combat ready.
Let's bring this recon Bradley up
Going hot.
and try to get targets again.
Roger, moving out. Someone call for a cab? Recon vehicle, send traffic, over.
Let's bring you up to here.
Engage and destroy.
Bradley, ready for action.
So we got the T-15 Barbaros. Yeah, K-52's doing things now. I'll probably die. It's pretty far forward. No A protection? For who?
Opportunity.
In the middle, you mean? Yeah, it's just like a gap in the net.
New bearing set.
It's alright. Here comes my AA.
Rolling out.
It's doing like cute NOE things. I'm gonna do this. Oh, it's moving so we might not hit. We'll see. Doesn't matter. Yo, they took it out with fucking grenade launchers, I think. What the fuck? When, helicopters are fucked in this game, because when infantry get close enough to them, they can literally use, like, their goddamn... Uh-oh. Oh, shit. They literally get to use their goddamn grenade launchers and RPGs on them. They get the Black Hawk down them. Which is kind of funny, really.
Bradley fighting
Oh dear, that's not good. Oh dear, that's not good at all. I think this is where we need the Marine Raiders again. Need all of them. Bring them all in. No, not in Ospreys, you fuckers. In AAVs. You gotta bring them in AAVs, and then you've gotta bring in SWOR teams too. Hang on, hold.
Troop transport, standing by. Roger, moving out.
Yeah, all that scouting shit is fucked. Load them up.
Need some heavy firepower?
Alright. With them loaded up, I'm gonna head up to the front line and try to hold this point along with our teammate.
Moving out.
It's a good fast move. Keep the bombing coming, because as long as we hold here, just keep the bombing coming on the right and we'll be fine, I reckon. Worst case, it's a draw by the look of it. That is a lot of infantry, god damn. Chase out for you. Bomb the shit out of this.
Received. Commencing attack.
It's a straw launcher, a swirl launcher.
Target designator, here.
Yeah, we didn't split the munitions there. The Felon is at it again, but it's too late to bring a Horde in to stop them. If your jet pilot picks them up, gets shut down, you pick them up and put them in a new plane, do they get will penalties? No, not to my knowledge, they do not.
Roger, moving to next waypoint.
Just made everything look blurry. I think it's like on low graphics right now. Which I might have to set up. I could use an Abrams over here.
Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes.
But we won't spend the rest of the wreck again because we really want to, like, ugh!
Let's back out.
We really want to,
Heavy cast.
hold F-35 money for calling them in constantly.
Fire director engaged in combat.
No, you can't capture enemy pilots, cats. That's a good idea, though, being able to, like, capture enemy pilots. That's a cute little idea, I actually like that.
Standing by.
AT specialist here. Go ahead.
Fuck, I'm out of supplies.
Osprey, ready. Mission's over. We're out.
Okay, here come my AAVs.
Personal carrier ready.
Which we are going to try to push forward and take the point on. Maybe we can get some support from our teammate here. Marines are killing that, that's good. Kill that KA if we can.
Flying to
Oh, kill that fucking two-birdie, almost more. Oh, what the fuck?
Roger that. Strike area confirmed.
I want the KA.
Back to
Go back to base now, go back to base now. Goodbye, fuck you. It lived?! No, it's dead. Sorry, it took one bomb. The Ka-52 took one laser-guided bomb to the cockpit. Oh, fuck, we're getting hit already. Fuck. Oh, the artillery sees us. Okay, fuck it, we're going in.
All labs is dis-
Shit.
Get your asses out of my vehicle.
Move your asses, maggots!
Okay, this isn't gonna be super friendly, but we need to get in there.
Check a leg!
We need to push. The artillery's gonna fucking ruin us, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do?
Joint strike fighter, at your command, sir.
That's just how it is.
Going for effect. Airstrike is go for effect.
US Marine, ready for duty.
Fuck that at least. Get out of there, F-35! Woo! I love how they like fuck off like that. They just like going just farting. Farting with excitement.
Raiders here. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Marine Raiders, get in there. I'm just gonna hold this for the next 3 minutes. What the fuck? This is what I mean by not paying attention to a section for too long. This kind of last-ditch bullshit happens. It's also, like, a factor of the way the game works, unfortunately, that, like... The only points that matter to hold are in the last second of the game, technically. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you hold them the whole game, all that matters is that you hold them at the end, because that's how the game works. Slow the fuck down. Slow the fuck down. Slow down, you're gonna die. Can't pay attention to that, just need to do the Viper micro here, but that should be fine. That looks good to me. And now we're just gonna hold this. Can you get any bonus rec for holding anything? Nope, it's a very bare bones and not good objective system right now. It's another thing that these, you know, I think these devs are like, oh, we'll make it better later, but, you know, it should definitely be fucking improved. Probably sooner than later, if I was to say. But, you know, you can't work on everything at once. This match, I think unlike the last one, shows this game is quite fun actually though. Someone just left. Yeah, I'd say their team is starting to leave. There's a lot more rubber banding on some of the enemy units' weapons. Yeah, some matches are like laggier than others basically. Oh god, get in there, fuck. The fucking fucker's pushed in. Ah! Bring me fucking something. Get me points. Osprey deliver a load of Marines right in there. Look at all these fucking tanks they summoned in at the last second. Holy shit. Why are you paradropping all these Marine Raiders there? What are you doing?
You won't find a faster lawnmower.
What is that?
Copy that. Unhooking immediately.
M1 Abrams ready for action.
We'll just point hold here. I think we stopped them.
Your team standing by.
Flexing, that's what apparently. They're just doing like a training operation in the center there.
Viper is in the air. Flying low.
Should probably drop way deep. That's like kind of the meta that a lot of people like to do, yeah. You're supposed to capture them all to win the game, and the timer's just a stalemate breaker thing in the devs' minds. I mean, I think it's just like a bare bones objective system right now is the real answer. Just very bare. Russia's given up. There's a unit of Marines standing alone against a K-52 in the woods. Oh god. Oh no. What are you guys doing over there? Do you and the Raiders are as door kickers or standoff? I run them as door kickers because they're cheaper for what they do. How did that unit of Marines just find themselves in the middle of bumfuck nowhere near our lines? Terrible. But we will win this one, I think. We will be winning this one. What a bad match. I was pretty defensive and static on this side for a lot of it, and then we just sort of like kind of bringing in the F-35s on the left to help out a little bit. I mean, I guess we did actually take the push. To be fair, we did earn a medal because it was my Marine Raiders who took that point on the side afterwards. Not a bad one. Is this 2v2, 3v4, 3v4? It's 5v5, Starbright. Ah, not bad. We got to play against other players who are also new there, I think, which is good. They didn't really press us as oppressively as you can get fucked in this game, which is good. I like Baltic for a map as well. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the killing we did that entire match was the F-35s, and I think that's one thing that this game definitely can fall into, not in a positive way. And I think hopefully they're going to try to work against it, but I think the meta can very easily with this game become like Precision Strike Simulator. I think that when I play a game like this, what I'm really excited by is like, oh, like let's play with tanks and infantry in interesting positioning and take cool strategic locations and like have them fight each other. Let's clear a line of sight for the Abrams using the recon information to like get a good shot on the enemy and stuff like that. That kind of like Dawn of War 2 level, you know, like Company of Heroes level of like, okay, my infantry and my tanks are gonna fight your infantry and tanks. That is not how this game really works. It is that kind of modern war shit of the conventional forces, if you will, these guys, they really just exist to like kind of hold ground. Like the tanks can kind of take it, but it's like go very wrong, and armor push can go very wrong very quickly, because a lot of the killing is done by either bombers doing like standoff bombing or by artillery, which I don't have in my deck, but you know, there are many options. Banjo says, the American way is to sit in the chair and exploit everyone who disagrees with you from multiple miles away. Yeah, and the F-35s used to be worse. So they have a high stealth rating, which is why the missiles don't fire on them until they get closer. Because they can't see the F-35s coming from as far away as something like, you know, even the Felon only has a 1.25 stealth rating, the Su-57. And then most jets are just like 1, right? So the F-35... the F-35 used to be more oppressive because it used to be dropping those glide bombs at like 4 km and then just turning away. So you pretty much couldn't stop it. If it bombed the front line, you couldn't stop it. You only were really launching on it as it turned. And it also got to do more than that then as a result. So because it had such a long range, you would just bomb their backline. Like, they would fire off, you would see their AA missiles coming out of the fog, and you would just mark it, and then you would send the second F-35 in, and you would just bomb that shit. You would blow them up and you would leave. They're more of a risk reward now for bombing anything but the front line. Like, as you saw, when we tried to go deep on that KA, we did get shot down. Which I think is good, you know, realism or not, you know, just for game balance. It is good that you cannot bomb with impunity. I did it. Every single match, and it is good. The meta is better now than then when jets were just bombing everything with, like, clear impunity. But yeah, so the F-35 is interesting because it is very good at that, but it's basically its strongest weapon is the J-Cells, I think, in the sense that they can do about half damage and do a lot of malfunction criticals to heavy armor. The other bombs can't really do that, the Stormbreakers can't do it. I've tried using the 1,000-pound JDAMs, but I find they can't damage heavy armors either, they can't scratch them, they don't seem to penetrate. That seems all well and balanced, except if you go to the Russian decks, they have these fun things called CAB 1500s, which are just like mini fucking nukes. They will one-hit an Abrams, they will just destroy anything they hit. So like on the F-35 side, you have to get the laser on because you need like a precise hit. Like it has to be on the fucking commander's hatch of the tank to really damage as well, the J-Cell, or to like really do its damage. This thing just fucking drops a cab in the general postcode and everything dies. So that's one of the things I've been mainly salty about in the air game. That said though, for now it is kind of balanced by the fact that they don't bring it in on stealth platforms, I guess. And assumedly we'll eventually get to bring F-15s that aren't stealth but it can also bring massive bombs, I hope. When it was at its worst is when the Su-57 was allowed to bring CAB 1500s, which it can't even fit in its bay. They fixed that though, so it's not so bad now. Is the F-16 in? It's not in here because we don't have those decks yet. We only have Marines and Armored, so we don't have... The only reason we have F-35s and Hornets and shit is because it's from the Marines deck. How much to make it so you only refer to the Su-57 as the Femboy? I mean, I feel like I do that for free. Has anyone used the thermobaric bomb on you yet? Probably, yeah. Probably. The Reds get... Tupolev, isn't it? They get the big cruise bomber right now. Tu-160. And this thing can cost like fucking ridiculous amounts and bring 44 thermobaric bombs for copper bombing, 14 of those cabs, or it can bring in these like standoff cruise missiles. I had one of these fire a cruise missile at me once, and a Pivad shot it down about a second before it impacted my armored column, which was pretty Chad of it. So I'd say that these things I've mostly seen be memes. They're basically like a big Easter egg hunt. If you see it, everyone just gets their Hornets out and goes for it. But usually you see, especially after the Su-57 got its cabs taken away, usually you just see people running the Sukhois, now the other Sukhois, and just doing like mad amounts of bombing. Is it just Russia and USA? Yeah, it's just Russia and USA right now. Now, that was fun, but I kind of want to play with teammates now. That was good, you know, I got to shake the rust off a bit. I got to